Oh, don't worry. I'm going to get you with your breaking chopsticks and flicking.
I was wondering what that noise was. Lex is over there like,
oh, my bad.
I was like, know what she doing. And I was like, doom, 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 doom.
Oh, man. Hey, welcome to the season finale of season 1, man.
Sir,
We have
finale.
officially made it. Episode 12, season 1. Thank you so much. We got to start off the right way by saying thank you.
Thank you.
You know,
Appreciate you.
Love y'all.
I got to be honest. This journey was wow. Like,
Seriously.
Definitely.
for me personally, I would say this is a 3-year baby of mine. This is a 3-year project that I had been sitting on, and by the grace of God, nobody flourished with it yet. Okay. And you know, timing is everything. Like just having
Definitely.
the idea to even formulate, and then ideation. Like I'll just even be transparent. I had tried this with so many different people. I tried it with a guy before. We had photo shoots and it never happened. And then I lost my cousin, and my cousin formulated our production squad. So, you know, although we lost my cousin, something, you know, we try to find a good out of it. And, you know, the whole team, you know, came from, you know, my cousin's passing. So, you know, I try to find something that came out of that, and, you know, that's what we are. And everybody here is just here to do what they love doing. And, you know, that's sports, that's production, that's being around good people, good energy. And so 3 years later, to be able to sit here and, you know, I had no idea it was going to be y'all. I had no idea. So I am eternally grateful to even be in this moment. Like, seriously, I am eternally grateful. I'm practicing for our speech that we're going to have when we win Best Podcast of the Year.
Speak it.
So, yeah, you got to put those things as in existence, say those things as they are. Not as they were. All right. So, you know, had to go ahead and put that out there. How y'all feel, man? We are here.
Yeah, we made it. Final episode, season 1. This has been an excellent experience. I want to say I'm glad that I'm a part of this. We really did plan and everything for this podcast. Our quality is superb. Each
Shout out to D and
episode.
Alexis.
Shout out to D and Alexis.
Appreciate y'all,
Follow
man.
them. We tag
They
them.
serious.
So y'all
Yep.
check the tags
Make sure
and
y'all
follow
follow
them. They do all types of media. Get with them.
Yeah. As long as it doesn't interfere.
Yeah, so
Shit funny.
I really see us going places. This is a great group with
Yeah.
everyone that's involved. So I really think that we can go far if we continue.
Yeah.
Man, this has just been super, super, super dope. Like you didn't think we was gonna be sitting here. I definitely didn't think I was gonna be sitting here. And I think it's good how you kind of like gave them a little backdrop
Yeah.
for like kind of the process to get to this point. I think that's been pretty dope too. So yeah, man, like it's been a great experience. Like the fact that we are 12 episodes and we wrapping up on season 1. Like
We just started in April.
I feel like it just started seriously, but it
Yeah.
honestly, like it really hasn't been no confusion.
Yeah.
Like they say God is not the author of confusion. So
Yeah.
you know, to me, I feel like God has honestly been in it the whole time, and everything. You know, we've had little hiccups and bumps. You're gonna have that with anything, but
Yeah.
it has been like a smooth, you know,
And I think-
smooth ride for the most part. It's been great.
I think we've grown as individuals.
Absolutely.
Like, you know, sometimes what people don't pay attention to is the individuality that is brought to the table. Like, we're still individuals, even though we operate in a group type of situation. And so I know for me personally, understanding the amount of time and energy and effort that goes into like scheduling and planning and emailing and posting and creating captions and all of these different things that
that's
you
work.
all have no idea goes behind this situation, on top of making sure that we can still have lives and still work and still just be at peace with whatever is going on in our personal lives.
Right.
You know, and then you also realize too, like, I'll be honest, like being in this, like I've been, y'all, this entire squad has gotten me through the toughest moment in my life. Like, you know, it's ironic how everything goes well and then boom, something just destroys it. And so, if you don't know, I lost my aunt this past April. It has been officially 2 months, and we didn't find her or find out for a whole day. And so then how we found out, I mean, I will never forget those moments of my life. And while she was passing away, we were doing a pod.
Right.
And so the only thing I thought about was, you know, maybe if I wasn't podding, could I have, you know, could I have been there? Like, could I have gotten her to a place where she, you know, but instead of blaming myself for trying to find ways, like, you all, everybody from you all to the entire staff, like behind the scenes, stepped in and was like, yo, take care of yourself. If you need a break, take the break. We got this. We can hold it down. Y'all stepped in, stepped up. And at the same token, I was just hard-headed and was like, no, I got to keep working through because this is the only thing I got that can keep moving me. Like, so, you know, and then, too, like, it's some people that I've been close with that still haven't texted me, haven't called, haven't checked on me. And although we've known each other our, you know, majority of from our high school lives, some elementary, like all the way up, you know what I'm saying? The fact that y'all checked on me, like, I mean, technically this could be looked at as a business transaction, so y'all don't have to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's those types of moments where you realize, like, you're not working. This is not a job. This is where you're creating a family. And so, like, it's that moment for me that means the most to me. And so that's why I believe that, you know, God has had his hand on this process completely. But without going too deep, I had to get that out because y'all don't even understand. Man, we have been through the ringer. But we put out some great content.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Seriously.
Put out some great content.
Excellent content. It has been fun.
Yes.
Mental health,
Mm-hmm.
number one, always. We could always talk about mental health.
100%.
I think it's been great just dropping, you know, straight facts for people. And people literally like, yo, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Like, I really didn't know. And they're like, wow, y'all really are, like, providing information that nobody is talking about.
Yeah. And I think, you know, us being able to be culture creators. Like, you know, everybody's trying to find a trend.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody's following this HBCU trend. Like, we got to go to HBCU. Go to, you know, support black businesses. Like, you know, but when it comes to women in sports, right? Like, oh, let's hire more women. And let's just show that I'm diversity and inclusion out at this point. I'm not going to lie to you. I am diversity and inclusion out. Like, at this point, don't create another damn department. Just hire the right folk and pay them at this point. Like, but to have our own dynamic where we like, yo, it's still missing. And y'all ain't giving it. And if we got to be the people that do it, cool. Let's take on the task. Let's run the target.
That's one thing I feel about our podcast specifically, though. Like you said earlier, timing is everything. Like, right now, like, you know, we got our followers and our subscribers and stuff, but I really see this blowing up. But I just feel like right now, it's like there's no better time than right now for this.
Yeah.
Like, this is, like, optimal, like, the best time possible.
Yeah.
So,
what's your favorite episode?
You want to go first?
I want to say my favorite episode was episode 10. I feel like we actually started to have, like, real fun. And we were, like, really comical in that episode. So I'll say that as far as, like, the overall.
Yeah. That was also the 10th anniversary.
Right. Yeah, the 10th,
the 10th anniversary.
Right. Yeah, making it to the 10th episode, like, the real process that, like, it takes work.
Yeah.
We did that.
Yeah.
We did that.
Now, baby.
Hey, run it up.
But no, episode 10 was dope too, with, like, going back and forth with, like, the players and the comparison.
Okay.
And who we think would, like, match up against person from back in the day versus now, and comparing, like, people to the WNBA and the NBA. So I thought that was dope too.
Yeah. I think episode 1.
I like that.
No
Let me tell you
gimmicks
the-
allowed.
I'm gonna tell you, No Gimmicks Allowed was my favorite simply because of the fact that, for me, the hardest thing was getting out of my way. Like, to even start.
To do it,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just to do
That's
it.
a good point.
So for
Yeah.
me, it was like, yo, episode 1 will always mean probably the most to me
Yeah.
because of the fact that it took me 3 years to be like,
Mm.
all right, cool, yeah. Lights,
Yeah.
camera, action.
Yeah.
Right.
Talk about it, right?
Right.
And to get to that point, you got to let go of fear.
Mm-hmm.
You got to let go of always being a micromanager. You got to let go of those trust issues that you've had from working with so many other different people. And when I tell y'all have broken so many barriers for me in my life because I used to be a micromanager.
Oh yeah.
I could call myself
And
out
you
on my
know,
own BS.
and you know I was gonna have my say so at things. You know me. I ain't what?
Hey, listen, we not gonna sit here and tell y'all we don't bump heads. Like, this ain't that type of vibe, bruh. Like,
Right.
you know, but it
It's
took
all
me.
good.
I mean, episode No Gimmicks Allowed. And so, you know, the gimmick for me, even outside of what we talked about, was tricking myself out of me, you know, the mindset like, yo, like, all right, this ain't gonna happen. Like, you know, it's a good idea. Like,
Yeah.
and you know how you like constantly ask people like, yo, what you think about this? And everybody tells you like, yo, it's dope. Like, yo, that's
Yo,
right.
Yeah, you doing it.
I ain't doing it.
I ain't gonna hold y'all. When I seen the episode, like when I seen the quality of it,
Very
Yeah.
first one.
I'm like, no offense to nobody else, but
Y'all ain't rocking.
it's
like that.
crazy over here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And everybody be asking me like,
Seriously.
they be asking me like, oh, what y'all be doing? Like, what y'all use? I'm like, we got a production team that, you know what I'm saying, like be shooting movies with Vivica
Okay.
Fox and all that. So, you know what I'm saying? I can't give you personal advice, but I'm going to just let y'all know we got a production team. You can ask them.
Right, right,
Seriously.
right. And it ain't like we hiding them.
Yeah.
It ain't like we hiding them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I think the one thing too was that to see the engagement, like people actually chiming in,
Uh-huh.
like people actually commenting on the game, and actually like, you know, like we got text messages that was just like, yo, you know, what y'all doing is dope. Like I've learned so much about, you know, female sports as a whole, but especially the WNBA. Like I look forward to when y'all drop. And so for anybody out there that's like, yo, I think I should start a pod, like do it. Like
Yeah,
don't even
do
it.
think.
Why not?
Do
Yeah.
it.
Don't,
Yeah.
don't think
Why
about
not?
it. Do it. You
Yeah.
I just
Trust
told
the
you
process.
I just told
Right.
you 3 years.
Yeah.
Do not let 3 years go by before you birth that child.
Good point.
Okay.
And trust
Yeah.
the process. Like
Good point.
every comment that we get, any view that we get, we can have 5 views on the video. I'm
Yeah.
still like, wow, like
Yeah.
5 people
Yep.
watched it. That's what's
Right.
up.
Five
Like,
people took their
somewhere.
time.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, man.
For
I
sure.
I appreciate everything.
Yeah, 100%. I think the other one too was chicken noodle soup.
That's
Oh
what I
yeah,
was about to
facts.
say.
Yeah, chicken noodle soup.
Sorry.
I
Go
was
ahead.
waiting.
That's
Come on, go
episode
ahead.
3.
I'm sorry.
Episode
I'm
3,
sorry.
by the
I
way,
don't
guys.
wanna-
Chicken noodle soup.
I was waiting.
That
just
was a
sitting here.
great episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for me, my favorite episode was definitely episode 3, chicken noodle soup. I just felt like that was like we all kind of really got to dive in and like tell our stories and everything. What's that?
I was doing the chicken noodle soup. man.
Oh.
Oh my
You know
bad.
what I'm saying?
I missed
She was
it.
like,
I was like,
you
where?
ain't like my dance?
I was like, where are we going with this? Like I said,
Foolish.
no, like I mean, but it allowed us to. We even learned more about each other.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, we got to really dive in and like tell our stories,
Yep.
and then that was also like like part of the mental health episode too.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that's like why we named it Chicken Noodle Soup. Like
Yeah.
those books, like really kind of like help you get through
Very
different
much
phases
so.
in your life. So
Yeah.
we talked about our different phases of our lives, and you know that I feel like that gave our viewers a chance to get to know us,
Very much
as
so.
people, and it was dope.
And it's so much more
Yeah,
that you know, we can talk about. I think the most popular one on our social media recaps for sure was Love and Basketball.
Oh yeah, for sure, it definitely was.
Because we popped out talking about
It definitely
relationships and
of course.
oh, it's like everybody like,
Everybody
oh,
knows.
we
People
doing.
People think I'm sweet after that one. So they was like, "Oh, you was dating people after a week, after 2 days."
What
I'm
was she
like,
called
bruh.
in that show?
I was a calculated thigh.
Calculated thigh.
It was a calculated
Bust
thigh.
down,
Yeah,
calculated.
yeah. Hey, now nothing.
I
Yeah,
wanna
nah.
see you bust down.
I think, but for real, I mean, listen, If we gonna pod, we gonna pod,
Yeah.
right?
Facts.
We gonna be
You
transparent.
have been delivered though.
I have.
She has been delivered.
Yes, Lord. I texted
Calculated
the line.
what? Nothing. Calculated Christian.
Oh, did you say? Yes, that's what.
We are
Sorry.
speaking that
That's
into
the. I'm a
Like
Baptist.
calculated.
I'm a Baptist child. Sorry, I'm a Baptist child. I felt that in my shanana. So.
Shanana.
Hey yo, like, but you know what?
should've-
It's like in these moments where we get to, it's in these moments where we get to learn each other more, and then we're actually, like for me personally, I'm the only person that does this consistently, like from radio to TV to in arena hosting to
Yes,
all of these
sir.
different things, and then public speaking, so all of these different things. And then for you all to step in and be like, all right, well, I don't really know, but hell, let's go with it. Like, right? So you got a whole new skill out of this.
Seriously, I know how to hook up all of the mics.
Come
Nah,
on.
for real.
Put some
Yeah.
things together, still learning. But, all of this, for me, y'all, everything was 100% new. Like, being in front of a camera, even when it came to, like, our photo shoots and everything, I was, like, awkward as a mug. Like,
How do I stand?
I only know my Instagram poses, so I'm like, okay. But now, like, everything was totally new. So it was like a sweet learning curve. And it's like so much more to learn. And, y'all have been so great. Just, being patient with me. Like, even doing our little, like, opening clips and stuff when we were doing all that. Like, just, trying to stay a little script or whatever. Like, everything was just new. So,
Yeah. And a lot of times people think that our conversations are like scripted, plotted, planned.
they're
Oh
not.
yeah, no.
They're definitely not.
We
We
have
be off the
no
top.
idea where this is gonna go.
Yeah,
Somebody
off
cut
the
the
top.
beat on.
Right, seriously.
Teasing.
Somebody cut on the beat.
Bro, you should do a freestyle for this episode. Or song.
Season 2.
Season 2, we can do a
Maybe.
freestyle.
Oh, okay. That
Season
just
2.
popped in my brain. I'm like, that joint to be.
I'm under the influence of water right now.
Of
we can
water?
Do
I got that water.
Okay, so I think
Got that.
I think the other thing that I would love to mention is how we are HBCU graduates.
Virginia State.
All
we ever did was
All we
be
ever did
black.
was be black.
Oh, okay. Come on
Okay.
here. I won't prepare. I didn't read it.
HBCU, but
I didn't
still.
read it. I didn't read. I'm sorry.
There you go.
Yeah, that's all we ever
About to
did.
pull up
was
on
be
me
black.
like skirt, like
That's sure
No way.
true, cause
Pull up.
It's like so.
pull up on me.
I mean,
Like our episode when we talked about I'm trying to think of the name of it again. What was it when we talked about George Floyd and everything that was happening?
How many more?
Yeah, how many more? Like when I went through, Oh dang, she left me hanging like bruh. But anyway, when we did that episode and like talked about like our emotions and everything and how we felt, like for me personally, this is literally like how I felt. Like it's like, why do we keep receiving all of these injustices, all this punishment and hate?
Yeah.
It's just like, yo, we literally have only just been black. Like all we ever did was be black, and this is just
nah,
the
for
realest.
real.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
my parents
know
are
how to-
black, and my
I don't know.
I mean,
I ain't
I'm
had
a
no
little,
choice.
I'm a little bright. I ain't no.
Yeah, you
I'm
like-
not blended.
I
I'm
ain't
just
had
a
no
little on the bright
choice.
side. But shoot, I'm
Child,
still
you
black.
black.
I
You
am
black.
black, right?
You
so
black.
yeah.
I think the one thing too was being able to have those types of comparison conversations that we did have in episode 10. But aside from 10, 25 years and counting, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, see,
Yeah,
you
for
can
sure.
go on and on. Like, we can
Educate,
just go
yeah,
on and
like
on.
educating everyone on the WNBA, how it was started,
Yeah.
how it was birthed, what happened, like how did we even get here? The discrimination. When you talked about like who was it? God, I can't even think. When you talked about Allison Felix,
Yeah.
not that she's not in the WNBA, but when you brought her up
Yeah, she's a
and
track
showed
star.
how she was pregnant, and then we brought up Cheryl Swoops and how that was the only thing that was talked about at one point, and now it's being celebrated that you're pregnant and you get paid while you're off.
Right.
It's
Wow.
it's kind of like impactful as well because none of us went to the league.
Yeah.
So just showing that we actually care about
The game,
equality
yeah.
for them and what's
Yeah.
going on is a big thing.
Right.
So
That's a good point.
I think that's a bomb point
Right.
because technically technically we could be viewed as people who, why are we talking about it?
Yeah, like
we're
we're
disqualified.
outside. We ain't never really experienced it, but we still see what's clearly evident. You know what I mean?
100%. And
we
then, of
speaking
course,
on it. So.
and we have the freedoms.
Absolutely.
We ain't bound by nobody.
Nope.
You know, ain't nobody holding us back. You know, we don't have this. We ain't got to cover nothing up.
Right.
And you know, we'll be able to express it from our POV, and allow everybody to kind of tap in and be like, whoa, like hold on, this happens in sports. Because you know, sometimes it gets conflicted that just because you're an athlete, that means you have a better life, but there's still sexism across the board, especially as a female athlete, right? Like if you go and you do the history, like we spoke on, you know, when it comes to the Cheryl Swoops, right? Like all that was said about her was her pregnancy, and that's the reason why she missed the most of her MVP season. So to go from that way, and then you have Allison Felix, who got pregnant and lost her entire deal with Nike, to now we went from 8 teams to 12 teams in the WNBA. The league has been around for 25 years. Nobody expected it. Even the players in the beginning expected the league to last this long, because it wasn't shown to us that we could be professional athletes in the United States. Not that we couldn't be professional athletes. It wasn't shown to us that we could be professional athletes in the States. And so my hope and prayer is that as we continue to evolve, that this conversation continues to elevate, it propels, you share it, you like it, you tell your friends about it. But outside of that, that these major companies not only buy into the league, but we can start seeing some marquee players from the WNBA be advertised when the games come on, and then also be advertised in different sporting goods stores.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like their face, like their whole replica in the store.
You know, hey, sell our shorts, don't sell us short.
I was just about to
from
bring that
episode
point.
Yes.
Like,
We brought
that was like
brought
definitely
that
one of my favorite parts of the season. Was that whole, you know.
And I'd be so grateful when we can have a basketball on the shelves, a WNBA basketball, tangibly. I can go in there and buy that junk. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be like, yes, like, you know, because when you go in there, you see all these different basketballs from the finals and all these different things that we talked about.
You see college basketballs,
man. But that's where it stops.
Right.
Yeah.
That's where it stops. And the women's size basketball, it tells us that we're only good enough to play and stop as a collegiate athlete. Like, if that just doesn't sit in your head, we talked about this, man. We talked about this episode 1, literally. And, you know, just trying to get through the ability to figure out how to navigate, like how to even say this is possible and believe it. And then, of course, we got to highlight our moms.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. That episode was so dope to me because we are advocating for, like, women, you know, professional female athletes, but women in general, you know, to be able to, like, do that for our moms. I thought that was dope, and for all the moms out there. And that was a sweet episode.
I think it was also dope because it showed that our stories still matter. So the stories of the WNBA players need to be told too, because like there's so many daughters of former players that played overseas that weren't able to play in the WNBA, and so now the daughters have the next step, right? And so now it's like, okay, cool. Now can we learn about the mama like we learn about everybody else's mama on the NBA side and the NFL, and how they came from hard times and all this other different stuff that they talk about. Okay, cool. Share the story, because that mama's single too.
Yeah, we come from the churches too.
You know what I'm saying? That mama, that baby came from she ain't have to come from a broken home. She had good parents. You know, like, who cares? Like, tell the story. Like, did she come from a good home? What was her upbringing like? Was she a church girl? Like, what did she? My mama didn't let me eat, you know, certain things before this, and this, right?
You
like,
know
I can be honest. We had rules in the crib, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I couldn't get nothing if I ain't had good grades. Oh, and my parents used to do a thing. That's why I used to cook, y'all. They used to be like, if they'd be like, if I score over 20 points, I get like $100. In high school, I'm like, bet. I was getting like $150 after every game.
Yeah.
That's
My
a
dad-
nice little incentive.
It's like $300 a
We
week.
ain't
My
get
dad, my dad used to tell her, "Yo, I will give you $20 to miss."
Oh, gee.
Nah, I love your dad for real.
Yeah, yo. I think the other one that we most recently did before Go Talk, which was episode 10, was Thick Skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about Liz Cambridge and the WNBA having to find the Connecticut Suns head coach $10,000 for, basically talking negatively about the woman and calling her out of her name, things of that nature. And I was just like, yo, you gotta think about that. Like, we as kids you used to hear that sticks and stones break my bones. Words never hurt. But
alright.
I mean, let's
Words
be
that
honest.
get you.
Exactly.
Words that get you.
Get you together.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, so talking about how, just being able to have thick skin and the things that we faced as athletes and the way that we had to carry ourselves and how we had to deal with adversity in our own ways of being athletes and even in the workplace today, and just hearing, I talked about how I heard I would never be good enough to touch the floor. It crushed me. I mean, when you put so many years of effort, hard work, and you at that point you don't even want a scholarship, you just want a roster spot in a jersey, and you're capable of it, and somebody to cast down on another person's child, but you got kids. Like,
yeah, I never understood that.
Like the spirit of reciprocity doesn't
what if your
exist.
kid,
Like,
what if your kid goes through the same exact thing? Like, you don't want your kid to go through that same exact
listen,
thing.
I think in season 2 I might talk about how I got forgiveness from.
Oh yeah, let's do that on
Ooh.
season 2. 'Cause I got some people I got to call out, and I'm calling them out.
Do that.
Well, speaking of season 2,
It's gonna get
I'm
spicy.
here for it.
yeah, y'all excited to go in season 2?
No jalapeno.
Yeah.
No jalapeno.
No jalapeno.
What? So, what could the people expect? Like, what could we tease them a little bit? Can we tease them a little bit?
Season 2 about to be crazy.
Yeah.
I think one of the main things that everybody has been asking is like, when y'all gonna do interviews? When y'all gonna have people
features and
on?
stuff
When
like
y'all
that. Yeah.
going?
It's a lot of people.
It's
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
We here. Watch this, fellas. We even have fellas asked to be on the
Yes.
pod.
Oh yeah.
What you say, Jay? Come sit on the couch.
Come
They
sit on
come
the
in and
couch.
sit on the couch.
I can't wait
Nah.
I can't wait to get the guest though.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy's gonna be.
That's
dope.
I think that's gonna be
Yeah.
the turning point of our pod. Like we really used our first season to really like get to know each other and learn each other's ways. So now season 2, we about to really like
Yeah, and for them to get to know us as well.
yeah.
More. It was more of an educational. Like, let me show you what we know. We ain't crazy out here. We know what we talking about.
Yeah,
Right?
for
Like,
sure.
You don't need ESPN to talk real sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You don't need
Yeah.
FS1 to talk real sometimes.
Yeah.
You like, yo, this is a platform that we've created and we own. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like, ain't no censorship. Like,
Yeah.
you can't. I own it. You don't own it. It ain't yours. We talking about something that you already talking about, but you're not talking about it in this manner. Like, there's no woman perspective behind it. You're guesstimating what it looks like. The one thing I wish we would have elaborated on, but we can partially do just a little because we are doing this, season review. Floyd Mayweather, first of all, is a genius, a freaking genius. Okay, made 30 to 50 million before he even touched the ring. Right, 100 million cashed out. I think Logan Paul. Which one he fight? Logan Paul.
I don't know.
Logan
one of the
Paul.
Pauls. Jake's.
I missed that one.
Paul brothers. One of them.
Yeah.
He cashed out around 12 mil, something around there, right? Yeah, that's cool.
You got paid $12 million to take a L.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same thing with
I'll
you
take
throw me in the
that.
ring.
I
Throw
would
me
take
in the ring
that.
for 12 mil. Put me in there with Layla
That's what
Ali.
I'm saying.
Bet I'm in there.
Right, I take that.
The same thing happened with
Like a
Conor
champ.
McGregor.
Like a champ.
Same thing happened with Conor McGregor.
Throw me in there.
Why you
12
think?
million.
Conor McGregor every time he fight, I'm retiring. I don't need it. Like, I mean, bro came out with Papa number 12 and just sold that for like 600 million.
Floyd had done made $1 billion by now.
Oh, he's way over $1 billion.
Yeah, he's okay.
Yeah. But this is what I wanted to get into.
Yeah.
Slightly real quick, just want y'all opinion on this. I mean, I think we should give him a little something to look forward to.
Okay.
Yeah, Logan Paul is a YouTuber, right? Instagram, socialite, social influencer. Got in the ring, took his L, got paid, was talked about 17 times. Simone Biles, the GOAT, is the only person that has 7 national titles and did not get talked about once.
Oh yeah, fact.
Yeah, I remember saying that too.
Like, hold up. Okay, I'm trying to. We ain't gonna go deep. We ain't gonna go deep. But I feel it's something rising in this right up in here. I'm going back to my Baptist. Okay, how we going down the line of like trying to change the game? We're for women in sports and we think they should have that, but you ain't talking about the main person who out here making history. But this little fool got 17 million followers. He made $12 million to get his ass kicked. Literally.
And it's so easy for men to just make hella money.
What?
It's so hard for us.
Like,
we can't even get the notoriety. Like,
I mean, how much more she want? What y'all want her to do? Go get 12?
I don't know.
Like,
they probably do.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
On the
what y'all
hush
want her
with
to
it.
do?
Listen.
But you know what they will talk about? Is this the end for Serena Williams?
Yeah, her demise.
I mean,
will she ever get
It's
another?
always negative.
Oh well,
It's
Like-
always
Serena
the
did her
negative.
thing.
Like-
Oh well, her daughter about to come in. Yeah.
Right, she
I get
ready.
it.
Oh, that Jones.
I get it. But at the same token,
Oh,
what was that?
You see me? I had to jump like this.
Wait, why do you look like you playing the Wii?
Ready.
Why do you
It
look like
do
you
though.
playing the Wii?
You be hitting the mess out that joint on the Wii.
I mean, but
Listen.
like that's my thing, man. Like we talk all this diversity and inclusion, and we want to push the game forward. We want to change the narrative, and like Serena Williams is one of the highest paid athletes. Like especially women, like.
Yeah.
And all we talk about is, maybe she's lost. I mean,
They act like people can't have like she
gonna
done
be
did
here
her
forever.
thing. Like you
Yeah.
she can't play till she 100.
We
like,
still focus on that, but we not gonna like.
But we ain't talking about
acknowledge
Simone Biles,
all of
though.
her,
Yeah.
all her wins and everything. Like this, is what we focus on now.
so I just wonder
Like, Acknowledge her whole career.
but what does it take at this point? I mean, like
Talking about it.
okay,
That's what I think.
that's why we here.
Yeah, that's exactly why we here.
That's why we
We
here.
can talk about Simone Biles. We can talk about how we have the first all African American women Olympic team to represent the USA this year. We can say that. If y'all didn't know that, we do.
Give
Hold
me
Google
that.
that.
Hold up, y'all. Zoom into P's face. She got the
zoom
orange
too
and the.
close.
I'm like, okay.
I see these like.
You didn't pee?
I did, but just now when you were talking, I was just like, oh my god. You know, no treatment.
Wait,
Oh my
what was
God.
you like? Like, what was you like?
Oh my god. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah.
that's a.
We gonna talk about it.
Ooh, man, that's a good.
So why we here?
That's a good little tease right there. I like that. So interviews, more about things y'all don't hear about.
Right.
Absolutely.
Hell, by the time season 2 come back, there may be the first female head coach in the NBA.
Woo.
Yes.
If you
might
didn't-
be 2.
Ooh,
If you don't know, now
might
you
be
know.
too.
Ooh, okay. Before we get out of here, we gotta say this. We weren't here when this happened, but happy belated birthday!
Yes. Turn up for the old head of the
Big
group.
3-1, let's get it.
She turned real
Our
gangster.
OG,
Big
y'all.
3-1.
Big 3-1, let's
Hear
get
me?
it.
Princess is our OG, guys.
Yeah,
Just so you
I
know.
take the title. I'm usually the.
She always be getting
Not
on that.
the
'cause
OG.
we young.
Facts.
Yeah.
All right,
What
take
y'all
it.
like 27?
Bro, your knees
I
be
look
cracking
great for that.
every time you sit on the couch.
You think so?
I look great.
I'm in pretty
cracking.
good shape. You better
be
ask
cracking,
about me.
bruh. It's
I
like,
gotta
don't
call
worry.
somebody.
Get you
Gotta
some
ask
biofreeze.
I gotta call somebody. I'm in pretty good shape.
Shaq sponsor her with the icy hat.
Yeah, get her the icy hat shit. She slip a patch.
That's cool. Give me a massage too. too. I need all that. What else
Pass that
over
around,
here?
you know, serve us up with that
goodness.
one.
Oh man, well don't make me feel bad. My birthday coming up. Like, well, we got
Yeah.
some time. We got some time. Relax. We got some time.
How old you about to
Yeah,
say?
when?
This is the big 3-0 this year.
Big 3, yo.
Me too.
Y'all getting old.
Whoa.
So technically,
man.
technically, you're 30. Your first year, you're 30. You don't turn into a grown up until you really 31.
What kind of
Oh,
non-biblical mess is
I've
this?
been hearing a whole bunch of first things for the first time today with you. but-
Yeah, I don't know what's
you
happening.
don't
I take
become a
that.
grown up until you like 31.
That's what you telling yourself?
Period.
All right, cool. That's fine.
Because you think you still in your 20s when you
You
30.
29.
That's fine.
plus two.
Run it up, sis.
You know what
Tell
I'm saying?
freak all of that. Yeah, I don't know where you're going with it, but nope.
Big
I'm gonna
3-1.
just go ahead and take my assignment. I feel the Lord.
31. All right.
I'm gonna take my assignment. I feel the Lord.
Crazy.
And of course, Father's Day
Mhm.
passed as well, and we didn't get a chance to, but gotta say a special, and we'll wrap up with Paris. But I gotta say a special thanks to my dad. Let me tell you something. My father may not understand not a goddamn thing what's going on, but he be like, all right, what's that thing you doing? Okay, cool. And then as soon as somebody come over the house, yo, she got a podcast too. Yeah, check it out. Tell them about what it is. Yeah, tell them. Yeah, that one. Yeah, it's bomb. You gotta check it out. Check it out. Check it out. That's what he be doing. And you know, my brother is my father is a brother of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, the best. You know, frat there is. I say that. You know what I'm saying? So bark.
Oh.
Yeah. And ooh to all the bros. What's up? And then yeah, man. Like I'm grateful to have my father and my dad as the same person.
Yeah.
Is fathers go on
Yeah.
birth certificates, but dad is raised. Right. So
There you
I've
go.
had my daddy in my life
Yeah.
all 29
That's real.
years, no scandals. My parents have
Facts.
been married for 27 years.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, in July, so happy early 27, I'll say it that way. And yeah, I'm just grateful for my dad. Taught me everything I do know, didn't want to know, and never thought I needed to know. So, Dad, I love you, and happy Father's Day, man.
Oh, happy Father's
Yeah.
Day.
I want to say happy Father's Day to my dad as well. He really like set the standard for my sister and I as far as what to look for in like a great man. He's the dude that, you know what I'm saying, you can play with, but you can't play with. So I always appreciate him. Like he top dog for sure.
I think it's only right.
Oh, you sweet.
It's only right. We in with you, man.
Big
We got
P.
to.
Well, if y'all haven't already, go ahead and watch Chicken Noodle Soup episode 3. But kind of talked about my dad. So my father passed away in 2012 from lung cancer. So he is I think, what's it, 22 next year? So it'll be 10 years in
Wow.
February of 2022. I tell you, man, time literally flies. It don't stop for nobody. But you know, I feel as though my father gave me a substantial amount of what I needed to like live my life. Like, granted, like he ain't gonna be here for weddings, my first child, stuff like that. But it's wild. Just the other day, I don't really have these moments, but I really wanted to like pick up the phone and call him.
Right.
I just like I've been going through some things lately. I just wanted to chop it up with him. But
Wow.
my dad, yo, like I swear, everybody loved my dad.
I
Like,
did.
all of our friends would always be over the house. Like he greeted everybody, loved everybody. He was like the core for the families. My mother's side of the family, like truly embraced them. Like the coolest dude, man. Like I never ever really seen my father get mad. He was like, we don't want to see somebody get mad because he's snatching somebody out of his apple. That's what he was saying. But but like still literally like the funniest person. Like, oh my God, I wish we could like turn up and kick it now.
Yeah.
I swear I probably could have $1 million from America's Funniest Videos from some videos with him. But yeah, anyway, yeah, that's my homie. Love you forever. Wear you around my necklace every single day. So you with me every single day. Yeah, I wouldn't be who I am without him. And I love him more than anything, miss him more than anything. And yeah, I'm so grateful that I had him for 20 years of my life. So, but yeah, Father's Day will never be the same, you know. So, but it's all good.
Yeah.
You know, it's all good, and I'm grateful that I did have those experiences, and that's kind of what I cherish and think about, you know, more than anything else. But yeah, happy Father's Day
Yeah.
to all the dads out
Yeah.
here, you know, doing y'all thing.
And shout out to all the fathers that stepped into people's lives.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
It wasn't
So
their
many.
kids.
That's so many.
Man,
It's so many
I
people out here
salute
that's
y'all.
laying down with people, and then the responsibility comes, and then they run.
Yeah.
All right. So, shout out to all the fathers
Yes.
that are stepping in and becoming dads for kids who didn't have what they didn't ask to be in this world for. Hello.
That's
you know,
major.
that y'all
It
y'all
is.
need a day by y'all damn self. Okay. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Okay. Yeah.
I know a lot of people expecting too, so happy Father's Day to all of the expecting fathers.
yeah,
I hope y'all ready.
expecting.
I don't
Turn
know
up.
if I do, but happy one.
Y'all better take care of y'all kids too.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Don't
wanted
run.
to do another little shout out too.
Come
So he has literally watched every single episode for us.
Okay.
My godfather, I don't know if you remember him, big, tall, light skinned, loud dude, Uncle Skeeter.
God, why that sound
James,
familiar?
well, you
I heard
probably
a
call him
cousin
Coach
Skeeter.
James or Coach Harrison.
Yes.
I heard a
That
cousin
is my
Skeeter.
godfather. Cousin Skeeter.
Hey, yeah.
But that was my dad's best friend. Like
Wow.
he
Yup.
literally calls me and talks to me about the podcast and everything. So it's definitely special.
That's what's
Happy
up. Shout
Father's
out to
Day
you.
to my
Yeah.
godfather, and to my godson's father.
Oh,
Happy Father's Day to him too.
oh.
But yeah, you know, we can
I
go
love
all
it.
day.
We could go
So,
all
yeah,
day. I
happy
got a few
Father's Day,
fathers
y'all.
I can shout out. LG
Listen.
Burner, you know I love you. Be out, you stepped up, brother. Flood, man, 3 kids, don't have no more. Get a bigger TV. Like, watch that mouse at this point. Man, listen, I could go on for days, but honestly, shout out to all the men I know that are fathers. And we appreciate you. Got to shout out the starter too for this
Oh yeah.
hoodie they gave. You
Yeah,
see
that
it?
hoodie's
You
sweet.
see it?
It say
yeah.
Budweiser.
You see it? You see it? Yeah, Budweiser.
Hey, make sure y'all
why,
zoom into the
sir?
icy mic too.
Don't do
I'm
this.
telling you,
Don't do
season
this today.
season 2, I'm wearing glasses every episode.
Hey, yo,
I'm
what
wearing
is
glasses.
happening? I can't with y'all. Hey, man,
wearing
listen.
glasses. You
Here's
won't
the
blind me on
season.
season
I
2.
can't with you.
You won't blind me season 2.
Oh, my God.
She coming with straight shade.
That's fine. I'm going to have on a fur coat
Ugh.
in the summer.
A
Burn
fur
it up.
coat.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Jesus.
Hey, listen, if you do nothing else, make sure you catch up on all the episodes. Make sure you share it with somebody. And on top of that, make sure you watch a WNBA game. Once a week,
Yes.
at least. Once. That's
Come
all
on
I ask. Whether it's streaming, whether it's on TV, look up the schedule, download the ESPN app if you don't have it. Catch a game, share it, talk about it, tell somebody, and then drop some, some subjects that you want us to talk about in season 2 as
please
well.
do.
All
Get
right?
you a favorite team, yo.
Oh,
Yeah,
talk
lock
about
in.
it.
Don't
Yeah.
just watch. Get,
And purchase a 25th anniversary shirt. Yeah.
Yeah,
Support the
yeah.
league. Support the league. If nothing else fails, can't stand this fool. Here's the season 1.
Season 1.
Here's
Season
season
1. See y'all season 2.
Yes, indeed.